did get a notice.
Judy Hanlon was among those New Yorkers who received a notice in the mail from the city saying her home could be subject to a new property tax that's meant for pricey second homes owned by people living outside the city. The problem is Hanlon, like several others who received the notice, has lived in the city for decades.
We're putting in the time now to ensure that come next year, this tax is only levied on those who are non-primary residences that are worth more than $5 million.
The mayor and his finance commissioner tried to cast the mistaken letters as a normal part of setting up a new tax. Some 17,000 letters were sent out, and the city has hired people to process appeals.
We also have some New Yorkers who have made the decision to register their property as a trust or as an LLC. And part of the point of this outreach from the Department of Finance is to ascertain whether or not that reflects a primary residence or not.
But adding to the confusion is a list of hundreds of thousands of properties, most owned by New Yorkers who live here, published online as the new tax program was rolled out. The mayor says his administration was required to publish this comprehensive list of all residential properties, but only if you get a letter in the mail from the city could you face the higher property tax. For Hanlon's part, she supports the idea of this pied-à-terre tax and has faith the city will not force her, as a resident New Yorker, to pay it.
You're supposed to go online and answer some questions. I'm not worried about, paying a whole lot that I shouldn't be paying.
You don't think you'll have to fight this whole big bureaucracy? It's pretty straightforward?
I think so.
Now, the 17,000 letters that were sent out is below the expectation of 30 to 31,000 letters that would be sent out. And of course, many of them went, we now know, to people who shouldn't have gotten them in the first place. So there are real questions at this point about how much money that this tax could raise. It's supposed to, in the eyes of the city and state, generate $500 million. We'll see if that actually ends up happening. Live on the Upper West Side, Henry Rossoff, Pix 11 News.
Okay, Henry, thank you.